It's like occasionally on her birth there was a scene in season 3 where Usagi goes, "Today is June 30th and that is my birthday." So I would like post that gif at her and stuff. But my sister's not really the Sailor Moon fan in the household. So it just seems like a very cosmic coincidence that they would. I mean, granted, Luna is not a black cat. Our Luna is not a black cat, but it's just one of those cosmic things for like.
There you go, Dan. There's my link. Luna's adorable, by the way.
Yes, she is a. Oh, I gotta post a video of her meow.
Oh, oops! I gotta actually switch over to Zelda
Yes, this is what it is.
Yes.
Oh, this is actually inverse. Yes, you'll also notice that Buttface is rocking a little bit more gravelly of a voice today, and that is because he's been doing a lot of recording. So you're getting, what would this be? Radio DJ coming at you live, not a Buttface, all the way down here.
Radio.
all the way down here in Victoria.
Luckily, I don't have to touch Raz, and I probably shouldn't.
Oh,
I
really?
don't believe.
You may have.
Most people
yeah,
say
you
that.
shouldn't. but
Most people say that. Let's be real. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Raz, your crop is good. So.
Okay, well, we'll just go back to this.
Actually, what I've got a problem with is I need to adjust my music.
Wait,
it's a
hold
little
on.
loud.
We're not playing Zelda or Super Mario 3 randomizer. We're playing Zelda 1 randomizer. Didn't check
They're
that.
basically the same game, right?
Yeah. Why isn't this centering? Oh, it is centering. But it's just centering the wrong spot.
The stabby mans are getting real stabby, and I don't appreciate it.
That's not what you appreciates about it.
No, I get real panicked at the start of a Vampire Survivor run because I don't actually know what I'm doing half the time.
There's my link, Dan.
That has an upgrade now? My goodness.
My goodness.
I don't think...
Oop. Turn my volume down.
Yep, and I don't have to touch Bob either. So everybody's crop is good because it was all the same people last week.
Yay.
Everyone knows what they're doing.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I think, you know, it's been a good couple of years. We've got this down pat by now.
We are experts.
Oh,
Something like that.
That's a cat.
I would also go with probably experts. We've done over 1,000 hours of this nonsense.
I was gonna say we are pretty regardless how much I make fun, we are pretty knowledgeable at this point.
I mean, for our level that we work at. I mean, if I can do it, it must be pretty elementary.
Was that a chemistry joke? I'm gonna assume that's a chemistry joke and not just putting yourself down.
No, I don't dig very deep into these sorts of things. I get overwhelmed easily, which is why I became a chemist of all things, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, let me know when you go live and I'll pass the link around here.
Yep, I've got it sitting there I got it sitting there waiting to hit enter. I need to, point of fact, I need to load up this seed. Bow, 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 bow.
I've got the Let's Racing Time open in the other window, and I will be trying to pay attention to it. So I'll at least be hanging out with Lord Enigma and being like, "Yo, what's up? What's good?"
I'll believe that when I see it. You don't even pay attention to your own chat.
Well, but see, I don't have my own chat open right now. They can be in there doing their own thing.
All right,
all I care.
I pushed the button.
Okay.
The bouton.
So copy and paste.
Not the gumdrop button. All right, let's pop out chat.
And these guys like watching this, so we'll send it to... Oh, I gotta scroll down further.
I'm having to hold it together in several different Discords I'm in right now because there was that humble bundle of all the Myst games, and everyone now is like, "Oh, should I go back and experience these?" And I just keep getting suckered into Myst talks. just hours of my life regurgitating the same information.
I can. I love me some Myst.
How many people have you sold on Myst 4 yet?
It's more
Right?
how many people have noticed that I haven't had a good word to say about Myst 4, or rather, I just don't say a word about Myst 4, and they're like, "You're awfully silent on this." I'm like, "It's lasting trauma. Don't ask."
Yeah. There are 4 Myst games: 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Actually,
really that
Wait,
bad?
what?
Because like what
It's
I played
pretty
of
bad.
it wasn't the worst.
It's pretty bad.
it's not great.
Yeah.
There are many more things I would rather play than Myst 4.
Yeah, like
Frank, I wasn't a big
Minesweeper.
fan. I wasn't a big fan of 5. Like, I
Five,
didn't really
five
like
wasn't
the direc-
great either, but it was better than 4.
I didn't really like the direction the story went, and then like it was just too many mechanics, like the tablet and having to use it in random stuff, where I had
Yeah.
no way of knowing that I had that would be the thing to do.
5 was messy, but had at least redeeming qualities about it. Like, I actually,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I like 3 out of the 5 ages in it. There were some that were just kind of meh. I'm thinking specifically of that Ice Age was real pedestrian, real retread. But there was a really rad Space Age that had a really cool twist to it.
Yeah, that Space
And-
Age was actually really redeeming.
Like it's worth it for price of admission alone, considering the price of admission is you're getting it in a humble bundle.
Yeah, that's fair.
And just the only thing is just learn to skip Myst 4.
Yeah.
And since I put out that Myst tier list video, I have a bunch of people in the comments being like, "Yo, you should check out Uru. Uru would be really interesting." And I'm like,
I didn't like
I don't
Uru.
need to. Yeah,
I didn't like it. I played it. I didn't like it at all.
I feel it's going to be a pretty neutered experience, not being what is that?
Like, wasn't that the one that was online?
Yeah, not
yeah,
being
but I
an
mean, you
MMO.
could play it regular, but I mean, it was Uber Age of Unreal. I really wasn't enjoying it. Like, I mean, it was just.
Well, it's a Myst with expansion packs like that.
Yeah, and like I kept
That is weird.
like it was.
It's kind
The problem is, the problem is like you could go a bunch of different places, kinda, and like it. I don't know. I couldn't figure out any real progression in it, and like it just I didn't. It's hard to completely. It's been a long time since I tried it, and it's hard to completely articulate what it was. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it.
No, I hear
Like,
you.
it's uninstalled on my computer right now. If that tells you anything, like I'm just like, yeah, I really don't want to play this. You know.
No, it seemed beyond the scope of what a Myst game was, or what I would enjoy out of a Myst game, and I feel no shame in not having gone back to revisit it and just leaving it
Yeah.
as a blank spot in my memory.
So, Buttface, you would say that it missed your expectations?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd have to go back and play. So, like, Myst 3, I actually loved up until, like, I couldn't figure out how to get through Amateria, the thing with all, like, the marble puzzles. Like, it just
oh, we had
didn't
so
make
much
sense.
fun with that.
Even
Yeah.
when I looked it up, I didn't understand it. Like, something never clicked with me. Like, I never got what was going on. I finally just gave up and looked up the answers on that one. Every other part of the game, I did 100% organically. Well, there was one screen. Okay. There was one screen in the forest. I can't remember the name of it, the forest
stupid
stage.
forest world.
Yeah,
I
when
hate
you're
it.
going up a tree and it's just black and you can't tell that there's a place you have to click. Because I spent like days trying to figure out, and all it was a point and click spot that I had no way of knowing was there.
That nature world was the worst of point and click adventure games.
Yeah, and the rest of it was fine. But I mean, like literally, I looked up where that one spot was, and then nothing else, and then the rest of it was fine. And like,
I think I got stuck there too.
I'll
Yeah.
put it this way: at least that nature age was visually interesting, and you could basically keep your bearings in it, and it didn't have
Yeah.
stupid monkey puzzles.
It was really that one. It was really that one spot, and that was about it. Like that, and it was just, and that was kind of a bad. That was of the single frame point and click. That one was just kind of a bad artifact. Like when I played, like say for the remaster of Full Throttle, which I loved, there were two things I looked up on it, and out of all the million little things in there, there was an item on a wall, one pixel on a wall that you had to click on to pick up an item that I had moused over 100 times and it didn't work. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and then there was a screen where it was the only screen in the whole game that if you moved your mouse to the right, the screen would pan to the right. That had not happened anywhere in the entire rest of the game, but it happened there. And I'm like, I don't feel bad for looking that up. I didn't look up the solution. I just looked up that you could pan to the right. That was it.
Yep. Adventure games have grown out of needing pixel hunting, and I'm glad for that.
I don't really mind that. I just, if that's going to be in it, I don't mind in these days. I value my time, and I don't mind looking it up. That's what I have to do. You know. I'm like, it's. Hey, Kyton, what's up, man? So I don't remember, Kyton. Are you in California for the summer, or do you Philippines in the summer? I know you split time. Both seem very warm, or at least just providing you're in Southern California. And I think he is. That's the 615 area code, or 619 area.
Yeah,
code.
619 San Diego.
Yeah. Well, San Diego's like very temperate though, and like reported at the best weather in the world because it's like always 70.
Well, that's a Lewis Black bit. It's like the easiest job in the world is being the weather person in San Diego, California. What's the weather today like, Jim? Nice.
Yeah. Stay classy, San Diego.
I haven't been on a Let's Racing Time with Raz in a minute. How are you actually adjusting to the heat down there?
I have not shriveled up and died yet, but
That's
is
good.
a work in progress.
Yeah.
None like it hot.
I have gone out on the patio for my cigar at like midnight, and I've had to bring a fan because being outside, it's still too hot. It's like 74 after it's been like 90 all day, and I'm just like, when does it get cool? What if it never gets cool? What if
doesn't, but I'm
like
sorry.
this forever? And I
So
know that it's like this forever because I was down here in 2002 for college, and yeah, I'll get used to it, I guess. Question mark.
See,
Eventually.
I have so in all the talk about bad geography, I have a weird disconnect with what is the Southern Hemisphere, because like I forget that I think of North America as north, and I forget how big the U.S. is, because where I live is on a direct, the parallel that I live on, if you go in a straight line, you end up in Northern Africa.
Yeah.
You know, Europe is very further north than I realize that it is.
Yeah, England is north, like a lot. It's like Maine,
well, but England,
north.
yeah, Ireland, Scotland, and England, because of the jet stream, are like are actually a lot more temperate than they should be versus how north they actually are. So like, yeah, I get confused on that one, but like the Philippines, talking about that, the Philippines is in the Southern Hemisphere, right? So winter is summer. Our summers, their winter, that kind of thing. Am I gonna have to look this up now?
Yeah, it's currently winter there, but they're very close.
Well, I mean,
to the equator.
the Philippines are above the equator.
Are they?
No,
See,
they're below the equator. I thought. I'm not gonna have to look at a map.
I mean, I'm looking at Google Maps. I zoomed way out. I see a line that bisects the world in half. I assumed that was the equator.
Yeah, isn't that the international date line, Dan?
No, that's
You'd hope
vertical.
Oh no, they are.
The
above it.
Philippines
They're
is in
just
the
above-
northern hemisphere.
They're just above.
Philippines is in the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yep. See, it is in the northern hemisphere, so it's got our same seasons, but it's got to be very close.
Also, I just now realized that the country of Ecuador is bisected by the
equatorial.
equator.
Yeah,
It is.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, you'll always know where the
years
equator is. You just know where Ecuador is.
Hey,
Well,
Dan, you learned something today, and that should be treasured.
you know, guys, I learned something today, and what I learned is that we should start playing some Zelda.
Yeah, we
Ooh,
So
probably.
yeah, it is pretty. I mean, it is relatively close to the equator. So yeah, it's pretty like in the like more like horse latitudes area. Yep, you're right.
What we're gonna need to do is get Raz a little scroll of all of the like Zelda 1 bosses running along the screen.
I mean, if you could find that
That's too much
GIF
work.
or something.
Well, I'm just to match. I looked over at the Let's Racing Time screen, and I don't see the Koopa kids running. So
Yeah, it's not Mario Day.
I know. Zelda Day. We need one for Zelda.
Anyway, Hey everybody, and welcome to Thursday night Let's Racing Time. We're here for Zeldos. That's right, I'm your host, Kefka Floyd, bringing you a stream with the wonderful tasty goodness of Worcester's own Polar Seltzer. We've got Raspberry Limoncello. I also have another beverage tonight for our unnamed host, who will be named shortly. I've got a bottle of Mountain Blackberry, clearly Canadian. Because this is my clearly Canadian, I'm not sharing it with somebody else who is appearing on stream, who is my indeterminately favorite Canadian. He's not a butt face.
See, you say that I'm going to be appearing on stream, but I'm actually not represented anywhere on the stream right now. I'm just here as a voice.
There
Oh,
is
no!
a line that says host.
Kefka Floyd and not. Oh no! I've made a liar out of myself.
Haha,
Grave error.
you've made a fool of yourself on live stream.
Oh man, whatever will I do? It's not like it's my
Gee,
brand.
What a
Gee, he's
fool
never done that
believes.
before.
Nobody here has ever committed such a foul.
How dare you?
No, is it? That's the intro. I'm not even drinking anything right now. I'm just
You
here
don't
chilling
even have
out.
H2O?
Hey, I had a big old glass of ice water before I sat down, and I am all hydrated up.
Fair enough.
I think my problem with understanding the Southern Hemisphere is that so much overwhelming amount of the Southern
We're
Hemisphere is
still on
water.
this.
Yes, it's bothered me. It's almost all water.
You can
Like, it's
thank
almost
plate
all ocean.
tectonics later.
Yeah. It's Antarctica, Australia, and water.
In the upper right-hand corner of the I was about to say Quadriforce, but I caught myself. Of the Triforce. He's the man that Molly Hatchet says shouldn't play this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. I am indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with a charming accent. I have Chunks of the Dog here in on the spot. I got Unsuit Tea as a palate cleanser. And not just a splash of this whiskey with a literally alliterative, or it's actually consonant, a weirdly consonant name that's got some strange thing with like a lumberjack looking guy wrestling a boar, like a giant wild
Oh,
boar. I
yay.
don't know, Raz is fond of it.
I know this one.
You know, it's a very consonant name, like 3 R's, that kind of thing. Russian River Rye, is that it? Named after some place in California. Anyway, yeah, 90 proof. It's good stuff. Raz likes it, so I'm drinking it because Raz is here.
I
So,
literally
that
just
had
took
it
a
all
swig of it now.
Hey, there you go, Slancha.
Cheers.
And last, but not least, at one of the 3 pointy ends of the Triforce at the bottom of the screen.
Thank you.
At the pointy end of the
Forbidden.
Triforce is at the bottom of the screen. Hailing from the arid deserts of the Pacific Southwest, he is the mysterious and beautiful creature known as Razanir the Orc, maybe.
Hi, me Raz, me Orc. I have had a good productive week. For instance, you will no longer hear my chair creak because I have discovered the power of WD-40. I installed a rod in my closet so that I could hang 500,000 shirts up, which is why I wasn't here yesterday. And now that I am officially completely moved in, I can actually start doing work for my new job coming up in 2 weeks, which has led to things that aren't very exciting now that I'm looking at my list of what I need to do. So we'll just not talk about that.
Oh, many times work is not exciting.
Right? It's just boring.
Boring.
I had to eat a lot of ice cubes really quickly, so I didn't water down the whiskey that I just poured. But I'm also drinking Triple R, Russian River Rye, just a little bit because I have to drive to dinner after this. So,
It's Triple R, would you say it's the pirate's favorite whiskey?
Ahoy.
Oh,
Sure.
Dan.
It's more like a lumberjack.
Pirate's true love is the
It seems to be
sea.
more
It's
attached to
more.
lumberjacks.
It's more of a lumberjack theme, sort of like prairie or rural thing.
more Raz's type, but
Yeah.
That's R. Anyway, let's get started. We've got our Zeldos ready. I'm going to reset the music. Get your start buttons ready. I'll count us down with 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll be off. Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is a place to start.
This
But
is a
hey,
place to start.
and it
Yeah, you-
starts us with a thing. That's handy.
Oh yeah, I should actually mark that.
it's even a little dandy.
You kind of need those things. Whoa. Do not die. Man, I haven't just sat back and done commentary mode for a while. I'm gonna have to, like, not actually comment that someone's already found the thing and that other thing over there. Wow, you guys are just finding all the things.
Look at all
We're
the stuff
already at,
everywhere.
Yeah, all the things with the stuff and the.
These intro screens are the worst.
Yeah, but consider that they could be worse.
Well, imagine this: we don't have the hard intro screen setting on.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't Zelda Rando personally. That is beyond my purview. But look,
Me
a Death
too,
Mountain
Big
start
Dogger,
is
me
something
too.
no one wants ever.
Oh, no, I do not want this.
Nobody wants a mountain of death. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Death Mountain is never a fun start in Zelda, and at least you didn't have that. You've had other annoyances to deal with. Oh, this might actually get a little tricky.
Did Gorons go extinct or something?
I turned the music down on my end here. There we go.
Oh,
Well, one upside is we know we don't need the book to talk to the old men this time. That's
Yeah, I
what-
know. I was
that
immediately
could
getting,
be
like,
right.
helpful clues, and I'm just like, oh, this is weird.
Well, it could still be mixed hints. Keep in
Well, I
mind.
mean, they're not helpful clues, but I mean, at least I was
Right.
aware. I got a Dig Dogger hates country, and I was like, me too, Dig Dogger, me too.
Philistines. Now, if you're talking about country made at any point after, say, circa 2003, then yeah, I'm with you.
I was posting some real Dan bait in the memes channel. I don't know if he caught any of that. Every food named by Steely Dan
I
or
saw that one, yeah.
yes, that is definitely Dan bait.
some good Robotnik sentence mixing. Look, AI will get there one day, but nothing will beat a good old sentence mixer. Whoa, crikey!
Crikey.
I had a guy who was just all up ins, and I did not need that. The damage was real for a second. I was not paying attention.
I'm hoping that's just like an absurdly big little secret and not a very small middle secret, but I'm not. Those hopes are probably a little in vain.
No. This Zelda's never gonna cheap out on you when it comes to your money situation,
Oh.
right?
There we go.
Also, consider
Yeah.
gambling.
I can't gamble. I have 0.
That sounds like a poor problem to have.
Yeah.
If you tried being
poor.
less poor,
I'd love to be less poor. Can I have money? There's a gambling. I can't do anything here.
I have left eggs and
Alright,
just
one more
everything
screen.
all over the place here.
I mean, it is nice to see Dark Notes on the overworld at least.
Yeah, that's a
I'm not
plus.
super happy to find
No,
that.
that's good. We want that. We want that. That means they're not likely to be in dungeons. Which means,
Right.
like the kind of progression we had last time, we may not necessarily have to worry about.
See, I'm just slowly picking up on the banter of like what actually is important RNG to be paying attention to. Yeah, I never even thought of that. Just not having annoying enemies roll into dungeons so that you're never gonna have to clear screens of them.
Yeah, the game will only put them in either the.
All right, I'm gonna pull a
overworld or
Raz.
the
I'm gonna
underworld.
gamble once, and -4. Boo.
There's
I would have liked that
bombs.
plus 74 that
Could
was
be
there. That
worse.
would have been nice.
As I was talking with Raz the other night, I would rather be lucky than skilled. Luck is a
Right.
skill in some regards.
Luck
I'd rather be
is
lo-
the
saying is I'd rather be
confluence of
looking
preparation
good
and
and it's Yogi
opportunity.
Berra, but yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful.
You said the word confluence, and I'm pretty sure that I know what that means, but I'm not confident enough to
It's
explain it.
it's like a meeting of
Intersection.
rivers, confluence.
Yeah.
Or when
It's
things
also
come when unrelated things come together.
It's also a brand name of a wiki-style documentation system by
Confluence
Atlassian.
of events.
Okay, well.
See, and this is why I assumed you would know if there was a micro PC from the 80s named Luna.
I'm pretty sure there is. Like that's definitely a JDM type PC if I ever heard one. Some maybe by like Casio or NEC.
Now, I am doing danger runs where I am not particularly safe in the vampire survive blow, so I can't actually pay as much attention to the stream as I want because I'm trying to unlock things, and that's a me problem.
Oh, dying.
Don't die.
Dead.
Deadly death.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Goodbye. Can't do anything there. Let's try door number 2.
Yep, that's unfortunate. Sometimes it's rough when you just roll the things and you don't have the right tools to deal with them. It locks you in. At least Zelda 1 is a little bit forgiving on being able to do the resets. Although some people in the room don't let you.
Oh! Balls. Come on.
Assuming y'all found level 1, I hope you know it sucks. Yeah, you did.
Oh my god, I cannot get this stupid
Yeah, level 1 sucks. Level 1, it sucks. It sucks.
I'm
it
aware.
Sucks. It really, really sucks.
-4 again.
That's
I
not...
want that plus 74.
But do you deserve the plus 74?
Of course not.
Oh, boo.
That's like at least 73 more than you have right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Maybe
well,
more.
So much for that attempt.
I keep killing Octoroks, hoping one day they're gonna drop damn bombs, but they hadn't done it yet. Yeah.
Oh, I got bombs. I need to actually mark that on my track.
Well, look who's fancy. You get fucking bombs.
I still have no money.
It's just a random drop, Bob. Again, get lucky. Just kill the right enemy and make sure it rolls the right thing on the drop table.
Here's some money. 25. Oh, you can't boomerang those.
Oh,
Oops.
damn it. I walked right into that one.
What have I done? Everything is ruined forever.
What has science done?
What hath it wrought?
You see, he was born before science was invented. Speaking of science.
Oh, yes. Do you want to speak about some
Brain.
science on here?
Great. What can I ruin my time with today?
Oh,
You could educate us on some nuclear physics if you'd like.
No, I don't think I would like that.
Are you sure?
I've been reading the second book by Andy Weir, the guy that wrote The Martian, and it's all about I've been reading Project Hail Mary, and it's really good, but it's very STEM heavy. Yeah, very STEM heavy,
book,
and I think about Raz every time I'm reading it because I'm not used to I theoretically understand everything in the book, but it is not my forte, and it is a little distressingly hard at times. Like he's very, very much kind of an uber geek when it comes to that kind of stuff, and he knows what he's talking about, and he's not dumbing it down. I think he thinks he's explaining things and not.
I've got another Andy Weir book, which I don't think is that one, which
Project
I thought was
Artemis.
his second book.
It's Project Artemis, and that might have been his second. It's the second book by him I've read. Artemis is a heist, kind of like a heist novel.
I haven't even started reading it yet. I really like The Martian. I just need more. No, what I'm working through right now is Gödel Escher Bach by, I believe, Hofstetter.
That sounds right. Yeah.
It's a rough read. I'm enjoying it immensely, but it's also like where I'll get through an intro to a chapter and have to sit down and think on it for a day.
As someone who's read Foucault's Pendulum by Umberto Eco, I get it. Yeah.
I was looking at the map. No, go away.
I don't have curse, but also no. I want the thing that brings all items to me, so that I can theoretically. Oh, I got something wrong. I pressed the wrong button, and now it is sad.
I very nearly almost died.
What Dan was mentioning is that we wanted to talk about Barbenheimer.
yes.
I wanna get into some. So did you start with Barbie or did you start with Oppenheimer?
So, in order to see Oppenheimer in the IMAX at Jordan's, they were not running Barbie. So I saw Barbie first at the X Plus.
God damn it.
In Lowell, which is a higher quality theater, but it is not it is not very large format IMAX. which is what Jordan's is.
I was not going to do the 5-hour drive down to Victoria to see an IMAX screening. It was not going to happen. So I have not experienced full IMAX, but I still enjoyed the Oppenheimer. But I started with Barbie as well, and I think that was the right call. I think having because believe it or not, Barbie is not just necessarily a fun time through and through. There's some existential angst in there, which I quite enjoyed. I had felt seen by.
Oh, needless to
Barbie
say that we're going to be spoiling the movie.
I think it's been out long.
Boo.
You
I
can't
haven't
really
seen it,
spoil
but that's fine.
Oppenheimer,
Okay, well,
and I don't think you can really spoil Barbie either. But
Well,
I
you can
won't
spoil
spoil the
Barbie.
best.
I don't think you could spoil Oppenheimer.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't
not
really
gonna
spoil Oppenheimer.
I'm not
It's
going to
like a
spoil the best
historical
bits
account.
of Barbie. Like I'm not gonna go and just here's all my favorite jokes that I like.
Yeah.
But just the broad
vibes.
sense of it was that sure is a post Lego movie. Like if Lego movie is postmodern, Barbie, I can't think of how many layers of post I need to put on there.
Mm.
It had one issue of almost writing that is too self-aware that then that lampshades itself be going like, now look, I know that I could get some criticism for this, so I'm going to get out ahead of you and actually say the thing.
Sometimes it's funny.
It can work, and it can work, and I think it
work, yeah.
can
There
be.
was a
Very
time
good.
where the omniscient narrator says, if the filmmakers really wanted to make this point, they shouldn't have hired Margot Robbie. And
Had me in stitches.
yes, it was definitely like A+, one of the funniest lines in the movie.
Well, no, I gotta. Everything that Ken says and everything that Michael
Yes.
Cera says were the funniest lines in the movie.
which is the one of all the stuff I've heard about the movie, that is the one thing everybody agrees on, is that the parts they liked best were Michael Cera and Ryan Gosling. Like for whatever reason, that seems to have resonated with people.
I have been on a Ryan Gosling is completely miscast train in all of his like leading man roles where he's this like stoic no nonsense guy.
He is very miscast at that because he is much better at doing like his character say in the what's the damn movie with Russell Crowe that's so
Nice
good?
Guys. I was gonna bring
Nice
up
Guys.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness!
that he is so much better in that role. He's in same boat with, if you've ever seen it, what is that?
Lovers
one
and the
with,
Real Girl.
I haven't seen that one. I was thinking of what is it, Crazy Stupid Love, something like that. It's the one with Steve Carell where he's the womanizer. He's really good in that.
I don't think I've seen that one. I'm not much of a rom-com guy, but
It's
No.
it's good. It's very good. I mean, Steve Carell makes it worth watching, and Ryan Gosling is excellent in it.
I also forget the name of the actor. He was in one of the Marvel movies about the Nine Rings. He was also Ken.
it's
Oh,
Simu
Simu
Liu.
Liu.
Simu
Yes.
Liu, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Oh
he
my
was great.
goodness. No, I cannot recommend the Barbie movie enough. It hits more than it misses, and it's doing a lot of like what I
makes
consider like Arrested Development jokes, where it's just constant changing up and callbacks.
I also think one thing about it is that it swings a lot, and they are big swings, and not all of them connect, but you can appreciate that they take the swings.
I think
I think
that's
the other-
important for a movie like that. Like, if it plays it too safe, it's not going to be memorable.
If I can sit down in a movie that is just what is essentially a giant toy commercial and then sit back and appreciate, are you guys doing a Jacques Tati reference right now? Like,
Well,
I didn't get
it's
that
a,
reference. So.
It's a Greta Gerwig movie, so and she is probably the only person who could pull this off. I mean, one thing I didn't really like, because I felt it was, again, post Lego Movie, is that Will Ferrell is the CEO. They could have cast somebody else.
no, I think they specifically did that for a reason. Like I feel like it being a post Lego movie toy movie, is the point that you hire Will Ferrell to do that. And also, my biggest issue is with that middle section of the movie, because it loses the plot. All the most interesting stuff is happening, visually and narratively, is happening in Barbie Land.
Yeah.
Because the set design, oh my goodness, all of the props, all of the costuming.
Would you agree that I have not seen a movie like that in a theater since Speed Racer 2009?
You're the only person I've ever heard say that, and that is exactly the sentiment that I was searching for coming out of that movie. That is, when I went to go see, so the Barbenheimer experience, I'm glad I went to go see Oppenheimer on a big screen, but I do think that Barbie was actually the more spectacle movie.
Well, like I was mentioning would you agree that when they finally got to the Trinity test, that the explosion was not as satisfying as you would think it would be?
Yeah, it's
I think
just like
that
real
that
life,
is
right?
on purpose, but actually I really enjoyed. We'll get to the Oppenheimer talk in a moment, but I really enjoyed the Trinity test sequence and most of the stuff out there at the Alamo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Los Alamos.
I'm not
Sorry,
Los Alamos.
Los
Yeah.
Alamos.
What is
My
that?
brain is
careful.
just waking up.
Those are very different.
That actually seems to be an opinion that, like, and I'm not gainsaying him, but that Dan's opinion on that one seems to be a minority opinion, because
it's not. It didn't have the, like, visually. I will say that the sound was.
I think what you're experiencing, Dan, is that the rest of the movie is actually very maximalist. Like, the soundtrack never lets up. It is doing a lot of heavy lifting with its editing to just basically make guys talking in rooms interesting. And
even then, it's not edited enough.
a
conversationally,
A common Christopher Nolan complaint is that he badly needs to agree to hire an editor and not do it himself. Like that seems to be a non-controversial statement.
I don't subscribe to that. In fact, what I'm talking about is specifically, I'm specifically thinking, like, the movie lives and dies on its editing to make it visually interesting, because the actual subject matter that they're shooting is incredibly dry, and a lot of the script also is playing up the fact that this is very dry. They're not doing a lot cinematically, and most of that is coming from the way that they're cutting together and juxtaposition and the whole Kuleshov effect. That said, when you then get to the really visually interesting part, which is the Trinity test, you are kind of already used to that bag of tricks that's been going on for an hour and a half. And so it isn't allowed to wow you.
I'm just saying that the White House exploding in Independence Day was to me a much more, like, visceral explosion.
I don't.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, but the difference being the narrative weight of those two scenes are very different, where the White House explosion is showing you
that's aliens doing it, not versus humans. Like,
it's a reaction shot for the audience. The spectacle is on the actual destruction, whereas what we're seeing in Oppenheimer, because the entire thing is just a character study, is just reaction shots of people and how they're handling the culmination of those years of work. And I think it's very much more interested in the human side of it, and it downplays the actual explosion the entire movie. Like, that's the whole point, is that this is just a blip on the radar.
Well, the movie's supposed to really be about, like, Oppenheimer's reactions to everything, and in that instance.
But they didn't include the person who said we're all sons of bitches.
They didn't. The other problem I've had, and again, I say problem, I really enjoyed Oppenheimer, but the other problem with it is it feels, if the Barbie movie is a post-Lego movie thing, Oppenheimer feels like a post superhero or Marvel movie thing where it was just constantly name dropping
There's one in particular.
or famous people. Look, man, when he said, "I have become Death, Destroyer of Worlds," we all got up and clapped. It just happened.
Yeah, but they pick a really weird time for him to do that because he said it in reality. He said it at the test. But
Well,
like,
they did
I
it-
know when
There's one scene where he's with I can't
Florence
remember.
Pugh.
With Florence Pugh, and it's like, really, Chris, this is what you're going for?
It was the setup for it. Like, again, it feels like a Marvel movie when they like, oh, there's this one guy, or specifically what I'm thinking of is like the train spotting for nerds who know, oh, that background character is actually really important in history. Is when you see Feynman hold up bongos above his head at one point. I'm like, I recognize that.
Played by Jack Quaid, good old Boimler himself.
Hey, I am an unabashed Feynman fan, so I went into the movie like train spotting for him specifically, but there's way more in there.
I'm just saying, if you want to experience a piece of media that goes into the horror of nuclear war, I would suggest checking out the Infocom text adventure Trinity by Brian Moriarty, who's the guy who is largely responsible for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
The name is familiar. What am I
It's a text adventure game, so, be aware of what it does, but...
What is happening? Why is this what's happening?
Galby's joked in the chat. I heard they let Nolan use an actual nuke for the movie.
They did not. If it was an actual nuke, it would have looked a lot better than what it was in the screen.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think part of my problem is like my kind of thing with Nolan is that like I'm not going to dispute Nolan's talent as a director. But
Correct.
I am not a cult of Nolan guy. I'm not the largest fan. Like I like some of his stuff, some of it I don't. So it's like, but Nolan's one of those guys that, for some people, you literally can't say a bad word to him. Like that James Gunn, for some reason, engenders the same loyalty, and I've never understood it.
I think it's generally just like again, it's stemming back to Autu. I am so not doing good on this level. What the heck?
And like, I mean, I'm aware of that, but like, I'm not. I don't know that I have a little bit of a problem. Nolan's definitely got the auteur thing with it, but I think Nolan takes it kind of to a pretentious extreme at times. But
and
he didn't used to. He does now. Like he has as time has gone by.
I am more forgiving of I have a particular vision that I have a particular vision that I'm going to like doggedly pursue just because, and I don't think that is necessarily what is going on. Oh, this is happening now.
Let's fill in every room.
I don't think that is necessarily something to turn your nose up on, but also it is not a defense for when you start getting like really, really into your own style, your own like.
He gets up his own butt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. And like that does not mean that you are beyond criticism. I'm glad you're out here making something incredibly particular that you specifically want to enjoy, and you're going to find an audience that resonates with.
And that's also the case with Greta Gerwig with the Barbie movie.
Yes, exactly.
I guess that's my point, is that yes, that I would say that exactly about Nolan. He's not, but there is a large segment of the movie going public, the cinephile public, that literally acts like he's beyond criticism. Same thing with James Gunn, and I'm like, and I don't really get it. Like, it's something that's kind of beyond me.
We'll go with.
I'm pretty sure I got the. I'm gonna really regret if it turns out that I did not get the floor item right there, but I think I did.
You maybe did. I don't know. I could look. I could go back and look. I could check. But I'm not.
I'm pretty sure I got both of them at the same time. Like I got the floor item and then immediately got the stairs item. Damn it! Another door repair charge.
Door repair charge. It's what's for
God
breakfast.
damn it. Oh, wait, no. I have one. Hooray.
Oh, big secret on
Oh, no.
193.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
180 is the highest
We'll
I
come
got,
back
and
to
that was
that
counting.
maybe.
Haven't gotten, and that was counting getting a big secret.
I need to hurry my butt up down here. What the heck is going on?
Hurry up the butt.
I'm
That
having
would have
a
really
rough
been.
time
That
with it.
one is not so much useful right now, but would have really been freaking useful a few minutes ago. Would have been insanely.
This is just a Crypt of the Necrodancer level. What the heck?
Where is...
I've got tree men who are just like raving out here. What is going on?
I will say though, for even though the movie was 3 hours long, it did move due to the editing. It was pretty brisk.
It was getting. It had places to get to for the first hour and a half, and then it really.
I mean, I do
It's a movie
appreciate.
it's a movie now, knowing where it's actually interested in getting to. I will be much more appreciative of it a second time watch through, where I'm not just like, okay, Trinity's over, now what's going on? Oh, the next hour of the movie is what's going on.
Well,
Okay,
I
gotcha.
was
See
going
that-
to say that I think it's a good idea that Trinity was not the climax of the movie.
I was expecting it to hold off on Trinity longer and actually flash forward, do a because it is a non-linearly edited movie, right?
because
it
it's
is
Nolan,
flashing
and
forward
he can't
backwards
do
and-
anything linearly.
and nested quite expertly. I was expecting them to completely skip over the Trinity test and only show it that big bombastic moment as the finale of the film. It did not do that, which I think is actually an odd choice.
And the pervading opinion, from what I've been able to tell, agrees with Buttface in it. But I have heard criticism. I have heard valid criticism on both ends that Nolan could have cut out either the first hour of the movie or the second hour, or
He could, well,
or the
it
last
depends.
hour of the movie, and so there seems to be somewhat split on which one. Like, because I've heard a lot of criticism that they should have climaxed that the climax was the Trinity test, and it just goes downhill from there.
I don't see how they could have possibly cut out much from this movie because it is an incredibly dense. In fact, I would have preferred more.
From my understanding, like, I would make the argument. I agree with this argument, and I would make it myself that, like, you could probably cut out 99% of the relationship stuff because it's mostly shoehorned in there and doesn't. It's done without, like, it's done without any kind of denouement with it. Like, it's
Yeah,
Nolan.
it's-
It's just
Kitty
It's-
does not get.
that's
Like-
yeah. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
She does have a moment there in the
Yes.
deposition hearing, and that is what it is all building to, and it is a fantastic bit of acting on her part. But at the same time, there
Like
was
Kitty
not a lot of
Oppenheimer is a
emotional
very
weight.
complex person in history, and
Yeah.
it feels like the movie just didn't. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do with it, but
That's part of the issue. Yeah.
I have heard the sentiment that Oppenheimer, due to its editing and pacing, feels like it is just like a trailer montage for 3 hours for a miniseries, and I think I would
Yeah.
have preferred the miniseries over the movie.
I have heard somebody make that argument, and I agreed with them that the movie would be better if it was, like, say, a 6-part miniseries. because
I would-
that's how
I
it
would've-
feels. Yeah.
When Bob
I've
was
heard
saying
that
like,
argument. Yeah.
cut out the first hour, what I would actually have preferred is like another hour of just Oppenheimer in school and another of him actually teaching. Like, more of that, please, just to set up the dynamic of like what he was doing with his life beforehand, before his big defining moment that then overshadowed the rest. But yeah, also Nolan is yet to top The Prestige in my book as his best movie.
See,
He's been chasing the
need-
hype ever since.
I need to watch The Prestige again because I remember enjoying it, but I've been hearing that a lot. There's a lot of people believe that's his best movie. Like, that's a really popular opinion, Buttface. And like, I can't gainsay it, but it would not be the one I list. Like, I remember it being okay.
This is
like,
the closest he has come to making a movie in the style of Prestige, where it is just a serious character study that is told through nested flashbacks or nested confessionals. You know, that is entirely the style and makeup.
See, I feel that way. Yeah.
How do you have so many hearts? What is going on?
I kept getting them. Yeah. See, like,
I'm not necessarily talking to you.
Yeah, to me, I've got a ton. I've got almost enough for the magic sword. That's all the only items I'm getting. I feel that way with controversially Gulby's. Like, Gulby says he likes the Prestige less each time he watches it. I have felt that way with Memento and the Batman and all three of the Batman movies, to be honest, because like he likes Batman Begins a lot. I really don't remember Batman Begins. A lot of people say that, and all I can say with it is that to me, nothing in Batman Begins like really stood out to me because I remember very little about it. Like, I loved The Dark Knight when it first came out, like, and I still think it, like, Heath Ledger's performance in it's like unimaginably good. But like from a narrative and screenwriting thing, I think it's got a ton of problems, and I like it less every time I watch it because I have a harder time getting through those issues. I do the same with Memento. Like, I think it's cool what he was going for with Memento, but like when I went back and rewatched it, I really just didn't enjoy it that much. Like, not near as much as I remembered liking it the first time I watched it.
Memento is definitely for me like a hangout movie.
Oops.
Yeah, you did just do a thing.
I did oops there. That was a mistake.
Like, yeah, it's and I'm kind of that way with most of the Nolan ones. Like, I'm in the weird one where I'll give anybody that has I will give anybody that has issues with the movie, and I won't argue with you on it. Like, you're probably right, whatever your issue is with it. My favorite's probably Interstellar. I love Interstellar. And I get that it's got problems. I get that it's got some problems with it. I love Interstellar. Like, it's I would say that's my favorite Nolan movie by far. And
post Batman, I think Nolan has really come down on wanting to do character studies as explorations for his I want to call it like editing experiments.
Yeah.
Like he goes into a movie more thinking about how am I going to sit down and deal with this in the editing room before he even has a script on the page. Like, I want to take maximum impact with what you can do cinematically, and specifically the nature of cinema is the expression through editing. There isn't really a lot of other mediums that you can get so, for lack of a better word, heavy-handed with it, right? Like, This is exactly what I want to show you at exactly this time. You're not going to see it for a second longer than what I have it on screen, and we can do some really interesting things with that. The whole point of Tenet is, like, you can't really show inverted time any other way than it through a visual medium, right?
Yeah. And see, that's where, like, like Gulby says he likes Inception a lot, and I'm also controversial. Like, Tenet and Inception, I literally would not walk across the street to watch them. I can't tolerate. I can't even begin to tolerate either of them. I know that's a hot take, but it's not. They don't jive with me. Like,
I am a big fan of Inception again as a hangout movie. I like the characterization that they do in that. I really like most of that supporting cast. Man, Tom Hardy and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are never gonna, like, I'm not gonna say no to that.
I know. I mean, that's the thing. Everybody that's in the movie, the cast is phenomenal. Like, I won't argue that. Like, it's literally a personal taste thing on it. I can't do it. Like, it did not work with me. You know, like, and sometimes that just happens. You know,
Yep.
like, I can't explain it. I can't give you a good one. A really like definitive explanation on it. It just doesn't work for me. Like I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and argue it's a bad movie. I don't think it is. Like I just don't like it. It's like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I ate food once, and you know what? I don't need to go back to that restaurant.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It was a good meal, but I'd rather go get a taco down the road.
Right. I would never. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna make that one at all. Like.
Sorry, Raz, did I make you hungry?
I had the best tacos I'd ever had last night, and now I'm just.
I'm gonna need you.
You're
I'm
in
gonna need you to
SoCal. That's the
unpack
place
that.
to have good tacos, right?
Yeah.
It's like-
No, there's a place called Rodeo 39 where I live, which is just a bunch of food stalls, and it's like a night market. And every food stall I've been to so far has been like divine. But those
Night
tacos I had last night
market.
were transcendent. Like.
So
So
weirdly,
good.
weirdly speaking, because it's something a lot of people don't know of the area, but we have. I would argue that North Alabama, our second biggest ethnicity, like in terms of how many people we have, is Hispanic at this point. And so we actually have some insane. We have insanely good authentic Mexican food. And like stuff like El Cazador and all that, and it's Norte Mexicano stuff, but it is you get really good. I will grant the SoCal's probably got everybody beat on it, but
Oh, it's fantastic.
Galby says, Raz, are you near Rancho Cucamonga? He says he's been to someone in that area.
I'm near Anaheim. I don't know the geography quite well enough to say yes or no. But Disneyland is literally like 5 miles to my east.
Aha. I need that.
I could walk
need
to
that,
Knott's
you
Berry
hear him?
Farm if I wanted to.
One of these days I'll go to a theme park and I will understand why that is an important experience to have, but until then, no.
It's a theme park. Like, I mean, I've been to Disney World. I enjoy Disney World. Six Flags has got its charms, if you like roller coasters.
See, I've never ridden a roller coaster, and that's kind of like the whole
Really?
point of it. Yeah. Do you honestly think that Canada has the infrastructure to allow for such frivolous engineering endeavors?
They do, just
No,
not where
but-
you are.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably fair, but it's just it's a weird, like, you got to remember I grew up, I'm not far from Atlanta, so Six Flags was like an institution. So it's like, I haven't been there I've been there in what feels like 100 years, but
Oh, they're chasing me.
I've ridden many a roller coaster.
Sure, we'll get that, I
Can
guess.
I? Oh, this block in the middle is the worst.
That is one heck of a boss room layout. What the heck are you dealing with?
Well, I did it, but at what cost, right?
At
if
what
you're
cost?
if you're gonna cut it, Raz,
Right?
Yeah, at what cost, right?
Oh, you know
at
what?
cost?
Well,
I'm looking at your health total, and I'm a little concerned.
Well,
okay?
I'll just restart the dungeon, and I'll have 3 hearts again. It'll be fine.
Is 3 hearts
Keep telling
fine? I don't
yourself
feel
that.
like
Keep-
3 hearts
keep,
is
keep
fine.
telling yourself that, Raz.
3 hearts isn't great, no. Oops.
Whoa.
Spoilers for what will be coming to the channel here shortly, but I got a little cheeky with my. Nope, that's not here. What am I looking for? I got a little cheeky with my Tunic
shoot.
Let's Play because I put on baby mode, which is half damage. And to do that, then I also went and changed my tunic color to be blue, so that I have the blue tunic. Because that is the kind of joke that I like to make. I would like to not be here.
No,
Be there.
Yeah, well, I went to a new map and I don't understand what I'm doing in it. And now I'm lost. You guys surely wouldn't know what that feeling is like playing a randomizer, would you?
Oh, never.
No, not at all.
Never.
No, I know
We
exactly
always
where
know.
I am. I'm on the
Exactly where
overworld.
we all are at all times.
Well, I mean, it does kind of help that you have like an actual updating map that shows you where you are and what you're doing.
Well, we don't. We have to make that ourselves.
No, I see
Well,
the
I
little,
mean, I do-
see the
I mean,
little
it-
blue
Oh, yeah, the
pixel
dungeon-
on the overworld
The
showing
dungeon
you.
map. Yeah, but
No, even on the overworld map, you can see where you are.
it doesn't update though.
I mean, as long as you know, I mean, you can, in
oh, I guess
Yeah.
it tells you where you are on the map, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is
how.
this what I want?
Yeah,
No, I want this one.
yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Eh? Oh yeah. You know what? Let's give this a shot.
Can I have 2 rupees so I can buy
No,
bombs,
not here.
please?
No.
Damn it! No, that was dumb of me.
Come back when you're a little richer.
Fine, I guess
That's
I'll
as good
murder
as I can
Hobo
do.
for money.
I have 7 rupees. It's my lucky day.
That's not what I wanted.
I don't know what this is. I don't.
Probably not. I mean, I guess it depends on if it's you making the Soten Rando or the community doing it. Because if you're doing it, Galby's not far. If they involve you, not far
Yay,
at
Squib.
all.
Thanks, Squib.
I've accidentally
Three's
myself
better
out
than
of
that.
bounds,
One
and
and
now I
two.
am stuck.
A lot of candle shops. On
I have
sea
become
where-
Buttface, clipper of walls. Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh, bumps. Yay. Well, I'm gonna keep killing these. Then.
Yeah, last time I tried to, on the on the Batman movie thing. The last time I tried to sit through Dark Rises, I couldn't even finish the movie. I got bored.
No. Yeah. That's
I'm like, it's just,
probably.
I even watching it. I'm like, man, this sucks. It's like, I was like, it's just
I'm gonna
got
put-
so many. I don't know what they were thinking. Like Tom Hardy's incredible. Like Tom Hardy's great. Like even Marion Cotillard's really good. I'm like, I really like Anne Hathaway as that version of Catwoman. Just the movie, like the narratively, I'm like,
It's a mess.
yeah, I'm just like, it's rough. Like,
Let
it's
me
like,
out.
I mean, the thing that the hardest part I have, the hardest part out of all of it, the hardest thing,
The waiting?
Like, yeah, the waiting is always the hardest part, but he gets kidnapped, taken to the other side of the world, and somehow makes it back to Gotham in like 6 hours from something that's a 2-day trip. That's a several-day trip, and I'm like,
Is it ever explicitly said that
How?
it's a couple of hours? I don't think they put a time.
it has
on
to. Because they have a time limit on when the nuke's going to get set off, and for him to make it, it can only be a very short amount of time.
I don't think they, because again, it's Nolan, and I
No,
don't
it did.
think
No,
that,
it does. It says. I mean, he could be doing his weird Nolan time dilation bullshit, but I mean, like it says.
Well, I mean, like
when
it's
it's very the timeline is pretty clear about when he gets kidnapped versus how much time's left on the bomb countdown.
right. What I'm saying is I don't think that it is necessarily said that he makes that trip. Like it does cut beforehand saying we only have 6 hours, and then it cuts to him escaping. What I'm saying is that escape could have been any number of days beforehand, because I don't think they establish a chronology in Batman's location.
I haven't. I admit it. It's been a long
This is the
time.
nicest
But I
sentence
don't
I've
think
said
you're right
today.
on that. But I don't think you're right on that. I think it's pretty clear on the timeline, like in it. I mean, I will admit, I think that is my impression of it. If
Yeah.
I could very well be wrong on that. So
We have a Squippet in chat who says "Orc cheer for Raz
Yay!
Hey,
friend." I don't know who Squippet is.
he's one of Raz's
He's
friends.
one of my friends.
Lovely.
Oh no!
Friends.
I ran away.
There's a big egg on my screen. That's a problem.
Better known.
I don't know
your
where
face,
this big
probably.
egg came from.
Can I offer you an egg in these trying times?
I don't actually always, Sonny. You'd think that would be my kind of entertainment, but it's too
That's
much.
Another hot take. I can't do it. I can't do
Yeah.
it. Like that show. I tried watching the show and like I couldn't. It just didn't. It didn't click. Like I get why people like it. I'm like, it's not my humor. I don't like the randomness. And I'm like, it's just it was problems for me.
I'm just stuck.
Like
There's
I'm
no
like the
reason
whole
for me to
show
be
is
here.
awful people being off. The whole show is awful people being awful, and like that's just not really my type of humor.
Did you like Seinfeld?
No, I don't
No.
like Seinfeld at
Okay.
all.
I mean,
like I
same
appreciate
reason.
why. Yeah, so Seinfeld falls into the right, and for the same reason. Seinfeld
Yeah.
falls in the same thing that The Office does for me. I get why people like it, and I really enjoy clips of it. But if I sit down and try to watch whole episodes of it, I just cannot do it. Fucking door repair charge. Like it's just not my. It's not my jam.
Dead. Double dead. Double dead. I am now double dead.
Like I can point
what
out
am I
things
doing
about The
here?
Office that I think are just very extraordinarily well made, and like I really, I mean that's what I appreciate about it, and I get like, yeah, I get that. That's cool. You know, like Dwight being Dwight being Amish, like that makes so much sense. Like it's like I get it, that really tracks for that character.
Oh,
I think
wait.
that's a cool thing, and like I get that he actually owns the farm, he actually has a farm and all that. Like oh, that's cool. I like that. When I try to watch whole episodes of it, just like, nope, sorry. And I've tried watching both versions, by the way. I've tried watching both the British and the American because they're two very different products. They're two completely, entirely different shows.
No, I hears you. I hears you. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm looking at maps. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. Oh my goodness. Spoiling the video games for me. As is my want. I guess I
just not my
do-
day.
Just do the thing.
Yeah, I'm running into that a lot, Rez.
Don't look at the stupid time that I'm having. I was having a real dumb time.
And I just ran into another one.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, is that were you commenting to Enigma there? Because he said he was looking at yours and you're having a really bad day.
Oh, that's wrong. No.
Butt facing the no good, awful bad day.
Look, sometimes you just have to be me, and you have to rub your face against every wall, and sometimes those walls eat you, and then you live inside
Actually,
those
why
walls.
am I being stupid?
No, be stupid.
Well, you are playing this game.
Is actually, in fact, the correct time to just do the thing the good way.
I would argue dare to be stupid.
I don't know. Those are some
And
weird
no
opinions
good,
to
very
have.
bad day. Yep.
That project's done with, though.
Yep.
You don't have to be stupid anymore.
I get to hang up my hat on that.
Raz cannot say stupid without me hearing Dexter because it's always stupid,
It's stupid,
somehow
yeah.
when you say it.
No,
yeah.
because I have a really
Stupid.
stupid accent.
The
Koopa?
accent. That came out accent.
Yeah, I
Which is
know.
kind of weird.
It's the Canadian.
I mean, not that
Sure.
not that I'm gonna call anybody out on accents, but
Right.
some of us have strong
Call me
accents.
Kettle.
It's just the way it is.
Look,
Yep.
we can't all be perfect. Some of us have to be Canadian.
Yeah,
This is true.
clearly.
Okay, I'm gonna try it here. We're gonna try this one.
Oh, come
We're
on.
gonna see if this is a good idea. Might not be.
Or it might be. You don't know.
Where is anything?
I don't know. I just really badly want one more heart. Just one more heart.
You gonna get
Like,
it?
well, I don't know. One more, and like this seed would really open this seed up. Like it would just bust it wide open. Like,
Yeah, I kind of would.
yeah,
Yeah, but it didn't.
it may not because I'm really kind of hampered by this damn sword I've got right now. So, I mean, a wandy wand would do the same thing.
Ooh, ooh. Uh-oh, the
No,
chairs.
booby prize. Fuck you.
Woo! Woo! Would you look at that? That's handy. Oh, I'm glad to have that.
Damn it.
Enigma,
Really?
you saw that, right? You saw that, Enigma. You saw that. That was a thing that happened. Yeah.
Can you guess who just found a map? Which would have been helpful. when I was not sure where I was going or what I was doing.
Somebody tell me if they saw that, please. Just one person. This
No,
is the thing
no.
that happened. It's the thing
Wasn't
that happened.
looking.
Oh, well, you missed something good.
Fuck.
Let's just say I become Death Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah, and again, also going back to that, is it's not just like constantly name dropping other famous physicists or scientists. It is also constantly name dropping like quotes or things that have been said historically about Oppenheimer and like putting those words in people's mouths at the time.
And again, it is a historic biopic, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's like revisionist history putting that back.
So, well, let me ask you this, Buttface, since we're sitting here. How am I using all those bombs on it? We're sitting there talking about it. Dan wasn't aware that he had flat said what this was. Like, do you know the significance of why some of it's in color, some of it's in black and white?
Oh yay!
What do you mean? Like that's just it's the
no. There's
flash forwards,
no,
or is there an actual?
There is an actual significance. There's a reason. There's a specific reason each part is in that specific one. Nolan said it. No, Nolan flat out said it in a. Are you become Death Destroyer?
Yeah, I have.
Are you suddenly in a lot better mood now?
I'm happy. I'm happy now.
Yeah, you're very happy. Yeah.
Is there like some grander like artistic metaphor
yes,
that is
Nolan,
being?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right,
absolutely,
go for it then.
Okay, so the parts that are the parts that are in color. All right, let me rephrase this. The parts that are in black and white are actual verified historical fact.
Well, okay, yeah, no, okay, no, I definitely get that.
They're actual verified historical fact. The parts that are in color are what Nolan and the writers are conjecturing happened.
Yeah. It's almost like the black and white parts are the parts that are black and white, and then everything else is just shades.
And again, it's Nolan,
Yeah,
so
right,
does
right.
that? Yeah. Do you see what I'm saying? Remember can we say pretentious?
To quote a better writer than me, my arm is not long enough for the jerk off motion of my soul.
That's Nolan in a that's Nolan in a nutshell. Yes.
Hey, GB boy, GBA
Hey,
boy.
what's
there
up,
we are.
GBA boy?
Nice.
They've heard the sounds of your suffering, and I'm here too.
Oh, hi, GB everyone.
I mean,
What on earth
Enigma
am I
literally
doing?
feeds off our suffering. I'm not really sure what your role in the thing is, but
Oh no, no, no!
no.
I'm wasting bombs on garbage.
See, this is what happens when you get bombs early. You want to spend them early.
No, I mean I just got bonked around and I kept dropping them in the wrong spot.
I done did good. I did indeed, Enigma.
Oh, I can do this.
You got kabonked. Do I have everything that I need for grimoireification? I do have that. I
I guess we'll never know if Dan has become Death Destroyer of Worlds, because he's being typical Silent Dan.
He's playing coy.
I don't want Dan as Silent Bob cosplay like that. I want that to be a thing that happens.
Dan's
I'm
focusing.
too skinny to pull it off anymore.
I don't care. I want what I want.
Oh. I'm being real
There we go.
stupid here.
I only have one
Probably-
bomb.
yeah, Dan's fighting Zeramus. That's what's happening.
It's very weird seeing your guys' different layouts of what's going on right now.
Yeah, routing in this can be a very weird thing. Routing in this can be a very, very weird thing.
No, I want the damage. I don't want the defense. People who pick
Always
defense
the damage,
and
never the defense.
yeah, people who
It's-
pick defense
yeah.
are just boring.
Literally, Team Glass
Always
Cannon
pick
or
the
nothing.
candle over the heart,
Yep.
even if you have a candle.
Tell me you didn't do that on accident.
No, don't do that. I always pick
What is-
hearts until I have 12.
It depends on the scene.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes I pick the candle first.
And that is actually that locks in what my last upgrade should be. Because I wasn't thinking that I was going to get 2 extra weapons on this stage, and then I could go for the tiramisu. Okay, alright.
That
I figured it out. I figured out my course of action.
That sounds like a very strange sentence there.
Well, look, I wanted to get the dual
Yeah, maybe
pistol
not
so
all
that when I
these
get the
things are hanging out,
tiramisu, when I get the tiramisu with the dual pistols, then they turn into giant fuck-off lasers.
What?
And you know how I'm all about them giant fuck-off lasers.
I also shoot dessert.
Fair enough, but
regularly.
nothing in that sentence makes any sense to me.
Well, it made sense to me.
I understood every word. I understood every word you just said, but nothing in that was made any sense whatsoever.
No,
Look,
that's
man,
fine.
I just got 2018 Demon Finger. I don't know what that means, but I got it.
How tiramisu has a connection to pistols?
It's really good tiramisu. You have to try it. It'll blow
But
your
first,
mind.
I must take
I mean,
a
I
bite
believe it. Tiramisu is
of
pretty
this
good shit.
tiramisu.
I mean, I'm just saying, you don't have to sell me on tiramisu. I'm down.
There we go.
Oh, good. Okay.
What I'm saying is that I'm with you on that one. Like, you don't have to sell me on it. I'm with you. I don't really dessert these days, but I can fuck up some
guess I just-
tiramisu.
I just live here
Okay.
now, I guess, because I've explored everywhere else. So this is fine. This is probably fine.
But in the end, it was not fine.
See, my problem is whenever I want to go defensively, that requires, like, more precise play, and,
And that's not your thing. Bad
No,
video
see,
games is your jam?
I just want to unga bunga and hit things in the face and kill them
Unga,
before they
bunga,
kill
unga,
me.
Bunga, unga, bunga.
Ooga chunka, ooga chunka.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling.
Well, he was making the Family Guy reference. That's what I was making too.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it being a Family Guy
You didn't know
reference.
that was a Family Guy reference? That's the only thing I know Unga Bunga from. That's a
Nope.
Family Guy reference.
I just know it in the gamer sense of just hit thing with stick, win. What am I doing here? I still don't have any upgrade. I guess I'm only 6 minutes in. It's the longest 6 minutes in the world.
Isn't that long for a Vampire Survivor run?
Nah, Vampire
30
Survivor
is
runs
a long
usually
time.
run 30.
Yeah.
I just knew it was a pretty quick game.
It is, it's all the
30,
fun
like,
parts.
You just die.
Yeah, it's all the fun.
Well,
Well, you
maybe
die
not
if you
anymore.
don't go in.
Yeah.
There's infinite modes. I broke this game at one point, then I haven't gone back to it for a while, and now I'm just it's an every once in a while sort of flavor, you know?
Right. Every now and then.
Yeah, that's a heck of a feat that you did there, GBA boy. I can't imagine. I am not a character action kind of guy, so Bayonetta has passed me by, but them solid games from what I hear.
I've always heard good things about them. It's not really that's genre of game is not really my forte, but I've always heard
Yeah.
good things about them.
Can you believe that genre of game is called character action and how absolutely terrible that is of a descriptor?
That
What does that
doesn't
even
make any
mean?
sense? Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
You play a
It is an
character
action
and it's
game.
an action game?
Yeah, where you're playing a character, and I
Isn't that
think the best
literally every
definition
action?
I've heard of it is that the characterization of the character comes from the actions that they do. So it's all about like the style comboing and setting up your own like move lists and it's racking up the score. It's an evolution of the beat 'em ups, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, whatever you say. I live here in puzzle game hell where definitions are meaningless, so like I get you.
Man, we're
Puzzle game hell.
56.
What
minutes.
circle is puzzle game hell? Is it not the ninth? Is
Sixth.
it like is it one of the lower ones? It's the sixth.
Yeah.
How many red and blue pages do you need? I think it's at least 5, right? It might be
5
6.
each.
Yeah.
Fifth
And I would
let's
say
5.
fifth circle.
Yeah, fifth circle.
Yeah, I think it's Wrath. Wrath is.
Oh,
puzzle
it might also
Is
might
Wrath
also
the
be
fa-
the
is Wrath
third
the
circle if you're playing
don't know,
puzzle game
actually.
hells that are matched.
The only
top
one
of
I
my
ever
head.
remember is Betrayal is the bottom, is the ninth, and it's the Plane of Ice. And Betrayal's the ninth, and Sloth is the like the fourth, and the lit nerd joke is that the reason Dante has Sloth so low is that he was famously he was famously fond of sleep and was known as being quite lazy.
Oh, I see why I did this last. Okay.
Random always.
I got one. Yeah, I got one more to check. Oh, and there's a. What the hell is this? It's not level 8. Why does that say level 8?
Speaking of
Oh,
lazy
I know
writer
I know what
and
it is.
Infocom games, one of my favorite quotes from Douglas Adams is, "I love deadlines, especially the whooshing noise they make as they fly past."
Huh.
Oh, god damn it.
Do love me some Douglas Adams.
Wasting my bums.
Do you have opinions like a lot of people do on the definitive version of Hitchhiker's Guide? Between like book, radio drama, any
It's
other
whichever
version of
one.
it?
It's whichever one you're experiencing at that moment. There is no definitive version. That's the whole point. Is that it is a story that is defined by its adaptation and medium.
Yeah, I tend to agree, but there is an awful lot of people that will argue to the death that the BBC radio drama is like the only real version of that. Like that is the only real version of that.
It's good, but other versions have other aspects of it that are also good.
I prefer the novel personally, but it's just that's more my forte.
The game
Yeah,
would
I
be
like
if
reading.
it was if they
Playable.
finished- well, if they managed to finish the other ones that were never released.
Critical
What
hits
have I
for
done?
that, not necessary.
I've got some issues going on here. I'm not
The
gonna
issue-
ask because I'm hoping I didn't. I'm hoping to hope against hope I didn't mismark. There's a real chance I've mismarked because there's a thing I didn't see. A thing on here I'm not seeing that I need, but you know what? I need to do this. Damn it!
Yeah, I'm with you, Bob. That my preferred version of Hitchhiker is probably the books, and then directly after that, even before the miniseries or the radio play, is the movie. I really like what
I
they
really
did with
enjoy
that.
the movie.
Yeah.
I do. I really enjoyed the movie. That's
It
actually
was-
the first version of it I did, and a bit of it is I went with a group of friends, and it was an event thing, and we had a wonderful time watching it.
I'm gonna dial back that they. Sorry, this is interconnected conversation. I'm gonna dial it back, saying that yes, Will Ferrell is miscast in the Barbie movie. It should have been Sam Rockwell. My goodness, that's been
Yes!
staring me in his face this entire time.
Yes!
Even I would admit that. Like Sam Rockwell, yeah, I'm with you on Sam Rockwell.
Oops, I just figured that out in my head. Oh well.
Oh,
I am
no,
not a casting director in Hollywood. That would be a real problem.
My problem is I feel like modern Will Ferrell actually gets miscast a lot because I will argue based on movies like Stranger Than Fiction that Will Ferrell has a ton of acting range. It's just everybody wants him to play Frank the Tank over and over again, or Ricky Bobby.
The problem,
And
the problem in the
like,
Barbie
there's-
movie with him is that the movie's script doesn't actually know what they want to do with him. They have a couple good
Yeah.
gags in a boardroom, and then
Well,
they
and
really
in
like the character, and they can have some funny throwaway, cutaway lines with him. But
And in their defense, that role is something that he's he's ridiculously and unrepentantly good at. He is very, very good at that Ricky Bobby role. But like, there's movies like Stranger Than Fiction and a very criminally underrated one called Everything Must Go that very few people have seen and is
I've not
insanely
even
good.
heard of that.
It is a weird kind of character study movie where he is a the movie starts. He's been kicked out. He's a married guy, and he gets kicked out of his home. You know, he gets in a fight with his wife, and she's leaving him, kicks him out of his home, and he in said movie he ends up she throws all his stuff out in the yard, so he just builds a tent on his yard, and to like make money starts selling shit out of his yard, and he lives in his front yard, and he's meeting all of his neighbors, and it's just this like character ensemble drama with all these interesting people that he meets, and these lessons that he's learning, and you never actually see the wife or hear her talk, and the end of the movie is just her, not really a spoiler, but it's just her opening the door, and that's it, and it's like it's just all about him and him developing as a character, and it's really good. Like, it's really, really good.
I like those slower paced character
And it
ones.
is.
I'll have to look into that.
It's a very slow paced character drama, and like I maybe when I watch it again, it wasn't as good as when I saw it the first time. But the moment where I said I couldn't really recommend it more.
Yep. Where it's a real actor kind of movie where
it is. Yeah. It's based on the whole movie is the interaction of the characters. Like, it's not the plot, it's not the stuff, it's the characters interacting with each other, and the characters learning and growing. Particularly, like, you know, Will Ferrell kind of figuring out what's led to him being in the situation that he's in, and his dissatisfaction with his life and his job and everything else with it.
I would buy those, but I don't have any money.
Right, I've had
that seems to be
lot of
a
trouble with money
like
in this game. I forgot I had
recurring
this.
theme of this.
Yeah, money. It's the middle. It's that the middle secrets aren't very.
Yeah, it's
Aren't
only
very
25
nice.
rupees. I mean, the small
Yeah.
secrets are 15.
Ow,
Which
boo.
isn't bad, but the 25 really hurts.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you know,
hurts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sad that you died, Raz, but also glad that you remembered you had that.
Yeah, no, I was
real.
I was using the red candle to fight them, and I was like, why am I
Why?
doing that?
Knowing what you have, you
Why?
were using the red candle?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know what I was thinking. Just brain fart.
What were you thinking?
No, I'm thinking I'm an idiot. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I'm sitting here killing shit, and there's not
Out of
really
the
anything for
way.
it. I have the floor item and the compass and the map.
Out
so
of
I
the
need
way.
to be looking. That's not the item I need to be looking for at the moment.
Now you get to walk back in and wreck.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Wreck-It Ralph. Another really good movie.
I actually enjoyed that a lot.
I really, really like
One of the
that
few
movie.
movies I've actually seen. Yeah, no thoughts, head empty. That's me.
No thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts, head empty. You just dumb orc.
Look, we need himbo representation.
Yeah, we do.
Back in
It's been
the
a good
day.
year for the himbos, though.
Though it would be funny if we're calling Raz the resident himbo and Raz is the one that's the chemist. But
Yeah, that's-
Himbos can be extremely intelligent in one area.
Yeah, that's basically
Himbos
me.
are allowed their hyperfixations, okay? They can have a
Yeah,
hyperfixation as
exactly.
As a treat. Thank you. You have my permission.
a treat.
well, I mean, could a himbo be very? Can a himbo be the like very book smart but very very socially inept?
I mean, that was me in my childhood. No, why? Why is every
Well, I mean,
room
to an
like
extent,
this?
that's a little bit of all of it.
Every
I mean, that's
room
just
is
people
like
that are high,
this.
that are people that are high like me that are very high functioning.
All my hearts
you know,
go in the
autism
garbage.
spectrum people, but
Yeah, I know you had full
Look, but you
health.
just keep.
Would you like to have
You're the
three
Moblin.
instead?
You're the moblin. You're part of the mob gang, and you just want to keep giving your hearts to all your fellow mobs. It's fine.
that's it.
I would rather not give away my hearts to stupid
His heart grew
Goma.
3 sizes that day.
Every room.
That's a reaper. That's a reaper. Reaper, please don't. Not today.
Are you at 30 minutes already?
No, I guess a reaper spawns at 16 on this level. It was one of them green reapers.
Oh wow, I just lost a lot of hearts really quickly. I'm very glass cannon-y at the moment.
Oh, fuck
That's why
off.
A red ring would not
Another
go awry.
one? I hate it.
very glass cannony. Well, just don't lose all your hearts next time, Bob.
Yeah, I also don't have the letter.
I also don't have that.
Yeah, and fuck me. Oh, I don't need to kill that. I'm just so in kill everything that moves mode that it's like that I'm forgetting that I've got all these items.
I'm very bad about that myself.
Yeah.
Some seeds just get you in the headspace of I gotta murder. You got you have your full murder kit. You have your tools of the trade. Get on with it.
Yeah, this is very much a glass cannon seed.
I mean, I will maintain that buying the ring over the book would have been absolutely the wrong the wrong decision, and there was just not enough rupees to buy both.
Did you buy the book? Yeah, you must have.
Yeah, I totally bought the book. I had not even found a ring shop by the time I bought the book, so it wasn't.
You can
even
buy
a
the book
thought.
just as long as you don't buy the farm.
There's like 2 ring shops in the whole game, and they're in the whole seed. Oh, that's not pleasant.
I mean, that's one way of putting it. Not pleasant.
Well, the realization that I just came to, like, it's not a pleasant realization, because that means something I was afraid of is the truth.
Don't be afraid of the truth. It is there for you. What is hitting me? What is actually doing damage there?
No, I can't. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Is not this is not.
God
I can't
damn it.
explain why this popped
I
in my
hate
head,
this.
but I get I did hear an interesting thing
Stupid thing.
today that I didn't know. So, providing the movies go well and they allow him to, Villeneuve, Dune 2 goes well and he's allowed to make more. Villeneuve absolutely wants to make Dune Messiah.
Oh.
And he wants to do it after an extended period of time. He wants to wait about 10 years or so. And interestingly, if he does that and he keeps Timothée Chalamet there, Chalamet will be the correct age for Dune Messiah, because Paul's about 35 in it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, speaking of Dune, did y'all see that they're making an ornithopter Lego set?
Oh, I did
that's
see
cool.
that.
Ooh.
I did see that.
That was actually one of my favorite parts of the movies. Is like I thought that was one thing they did extraordinarily well was the way the ornithopters look. Like that tracked very well to me. Oh, I'm gonna have to go through every room in this dungeon again.
Oh, the joy of doing it all a second time.
I know Villeneuve has always been very good at his set design and practically realized effects in the world, making it feel very placed.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers: I fell asleep watching 2049 because I loved Blade Runner and I wanted to compare that to stoic Ryan Gosling to Barbie Ryan Gosling.
I have a weird thing with that
For
movie.
a while.
The weird thing I have with that movie is I the only reactions I hear to it, it seems to be very polarizing, because I've yet to hear somebody that's seen it say it's okay. They either think it's god awful and ruins the first movie, or they're like you and think it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, that is the only 2 reactions that I get to it. Like I have yet to hear anybody make another reaction.
But I'm definitely excited for Villeneuve to just basically have his run of Hollywood I get to make fun sci-fi movies now. That's just me forever. What is going on?
I mean, I'm like one of the most vocal. I'm like one of the most vocal proponents out there for Prisoners. I think it's a criminally underrated movie. It is incredible.
You want to talk about a tight script? Oh my!
Absolutely,
goodness.
Every second in it. Yep.
Survive with. Okay, I'm gonna go play as a guy named Keith, I guess.
Oh shoot! No, darn it! All right, I'm sorry, but you
You did the thing.
I recommend reading. I would read the book before I watch the movie. The movie's very good, but like to me, like the first book at least is a very, very solid piece of work. And
It's a particularly brisk read too. Like it,
yeah,
it doesn't,
I think it
doesn't
reads very
drag.
quickly. I think it reads very quickly. I mean, so like my favorite parts are the part that a lot of people have issue with, and that's all the world building in the beginning, all of the political intrigue. That's my favorite part of the book.
Yep.
Like I love it. I dig it.
I want basically, if I haven't read any of the sequels, I want more House Atreides nonsense.
And apparently, you don't really get that. Like the sequels get kind of batshit crazy after that. Like Nodal was telling us like what all they do, and that kind of turned me off from reading the sequels. Like I'd probably watch the movie, but
Shit.
Damage multiplied by speed. What the hell?
I don't like this. Oh.
so I don't like the fact that I'm not in level 9, and I badly feel like I'm in level 9 right now.
I feel like at this
I
point
feel
you
like
guys
I'm in a
should be at
ru-
level 9. It's been a hot minute.
I feel like I'm in a really bad level 9, like because I'm just going in circles over and over again.
I've screwed this up. Oh, understandable. Oh, it was me. I was the problem this entire time. Oh no.
Oh my god, I was wrong. I was the problem all along.
Nah, I can't be the one that's wrong. It has to be the kids.
The children who are wrong.
It's the children who are wrong.
No. What if
Oh
we
no!
didn't put
Oh wait, maybe not.
that? Oh, you snatched victory from the jaws of defeat there, Dan.
I did.
You got real worried for 3 seconds.
I got extraordinarily worried for 3 seconds.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You didn't ruin it.
I did
Yeah,
not.
Dune. Yeah, that is one thing.
Oh,
Dune
why
is a very
are we like
culturally important
this?
novel because yeah, it is like Dune. When you read Dune, like it's not just Star Wars. It's Star Wars, Alien. It's like every Blade Runner, like every modern sci-fi that you've watched was inspired by Dune. Like it was, and you see it when you read the book. Like you're like, oh, I get it.
Have you watched
Every movie-
Jodorowsky's
every
Dune yet?
Say what?
Have you
No, I
watched
haven't.
Jodorowsky's? You gotta watch that documentary. It is insane.
I actually have never seen the. I've never seen the other
The
Dune,
Lynch?
you know, the Lynch Dune, and it's on streaming right now. I need
You
to
should watch.
watch it.
It's an interesting movie.
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say it is a good movie. I wouldn't say it is a good Dune movie. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's a good David Lynch movie. But I would say it's a good movie.
Sure.
It has qualities.
Yes, and most of them
Most
favorable.
of them might
It's
even
just-
be good.
It's just
Oh, come
the-
on, why?
the parts
Why
that
do you like this?
should add up to a much
I'm
greater
still in
sum.
this fucking level, and it's
Yeah,
like,
me too.
It's
Me
yeah, It's like
too.
there's I don't. There's
I
a
just
thing that
finished
I'm-
it, but my god. It was
a thing that
really
I'm pretty-
annoying.
There's a thing that I'm pretty sure I have to have, and I don't
You
remember
guys-
where it is.
You guys are having a time. It's
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, we are.
This jaunty library
I
music.
can't find it. I'm
swear.
I'm literally about to leave leave said dungeon just and give up. Oh, son of a fuck! Really?
It was yeah. Welcome to that. Oof.
I forget that this is a thing that can happen because I'm conditioned to it not being able to happen.
Well, you just need to recondition yourself to it actually happening. What am I doing?
Well, I will, and that
Sure.
not what I was doing spending all this time for.
Ouch.
But I'm not gonna But at the same point, I'm not gonna fucking complain.
I don't know how these items
am-
work. I should
I
have
am-
held off
I
on
am
that.
not about to bitch.
Really? Sounds like a different kind of stream. We're entering into the no bitching from Bob era, apparently.
Bitching isn't what I would normally call what I do. But
Oh, I'm sorry,
Kvetching?
kvetching.
yeah. Kvetching might be a little more accurate.
I'm glad that we got the stereo on that one, Dan. Good timing.
What can I say?
You can say kvetching with expert timing.
This is not
They
the
were
level
kvetching
I
with
should be.
expert timing.
Mine's salt, not so much bitching. Like bitching is a separate entity to what it is that I generally do. Raging would be probably a more accurate description.
I must have an unrefined palate for it, you know.
Raging would be a more
Oh.
apropos descriptor.
Oh,
This
no,
guy
I'm
with the arrows
worst.
is not great.
Oh, no wonder everything makes. Okay, it all makes sense now.
I'm just
In a,
gonna put this out
in a
here. He's
horrible
kind of-
dystopian, you know,
In a world.
That's it. In a world.
in a world where orcs can talk.
Hello.
All orcs can talk. You might just not be able to understand them. They have their own language, you know.
Yeah, they speak Orcish, dude.
Hello.
Kind of culturally insensitive, man.
Hello. I can understand you.
Yeah, it turns out the sword is doing a lot mightier than this arrow. We're kind of rocking with Lego less over here. Not having a good time.
A good time.
I'll
was had by
say
no
the
one.
seed not bad with maps.
No, the
I
maps have
got a
been-
map
been
real
a
late on
pleasant
one that I
surprise.
really wish I had it earlier. Caused a lot of confusion
know
and
exactly that map.
sadness.
Just make sure that I haven't. That wasn't okay. That's not it. Yeah.
As long as you weren't confused about your sadness, because that's the worst. I hate it when I'm sad. I'm like, why am I sad?
It's debatable.
They are, but there's nuances. They absolutely are, G-Bay Boy, but there are nuances to be had, and the nuances are everything.
Great, now we've got Bob kvetching about his kvetching.
I dispute that as well. I'm having a tacit discussion. We're having a cogent philosophical discussion on that about the nature of.
I would say this is less a philosophical argument and more about semiotics, but you know, that's just me.
Hi, welcome to Let's Semantics time.
He said which is. I'm gonna be semantic because he said semiotics, but you know, when he meant semantics. But
I
yeah.
did, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Gosh
did.
darn it!
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
Wasn't even listening. I was just listening to the context.
I mean, I did mention, in your defense, I did mention Umberto Eco earlier. So.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, my music.
Oh,
where's
man.
my
Again,
music?
my
Pretty close.
brain is-
He's on up there in terms of my favorite authors. So, like,
My brain
read
is
I've read
fried.
almost everything that he does.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't have either item in that dungeon. Interesting. Okay, I thought I did.
Ah!
Okay,
I guess I should probably check
but
out. I can't get you. Can't
Okay,
get you.
here's the thing we have to do.
Armor,
6 of one,
okay.
half a dozen of the other. But we're gonna do this first.
I can start trying to pull for armor.
Oh, that is not going well for me.
Oh man, I'm
You
never
are in
able
a
to
room
afford the
right now.
book.
Hey, stop it with the homing.
Raz, I take it you bought a ring.
Yeah, I bought a ring, and I never found the red ring yet. So
I always buy the book.
I mean, I don't know if I would have. Who could say?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be
Survivability is
impossible.
important.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of. I've still died with the blue ring a lot.
Oh yeah, it's It's a thing that was inevitably going to happen.
Oh God.
Foot cramp.
I mean, I'll take
This
that.
had to
I
be the
won't- I
room
won't
we
say no.
have. Okay.
Oh no. I'm down to a certain event, and like if this isn't, if I've missed Mark, then yeah, I might as well call the seed. And it's like there might be a real chance that that's the thing that happened.
Did you remember to check Kakariko well?
Good call.
Yeah, don't forget that.
It'd be real silly to forget that.
No one has ever done that before.
No one has ever forgotten that check.
Oh, it'd be real. It'd be
that
real
most
bad.
basic of all checks. Yeah.
Yeah, don't miss Mark on that.
It might even be that if someone were to do that, they might never live it down.
Yeah, we certainly wouldn't let them be on this program.
No, never. We wouldn't associate ourselves with someone of that quality, or lack thereof.
What a
There we go.
pedestrian mistake to make.
Seriously, Jesus.
Hey, I don't have a vehicle. The only mistakes you can make are pedestrian.
See, that is such a. I get that that's a reality for a large.
No, those are my bombs.
And
don't eat those.
That is. Oh no.
I'm trying to like wand things, and I'm getting wasting my.
All right. So I've mismarked something.
Time to recheck everything.
I guess
Let's
so, I mean-
explore the whole game again.
It should be easier now that you are so very, very, very overpowered.
There is one thing I can do. There's one thing I can
Ooh,
go back
ooh,
and double check.
holy
I don't-
I wasn't.
That was close.
Oh, watch.
I wasn't-
That was
there is-
close.
I'll
there's
watch
one thing I
Zelda a
wasn't-
lot.
That was close.
There's one thing I wasn't sure on whether I did or not. No, I don't remember.
Nope.
Oh wow, that's loud.
That's the thing I did.
I wish I knew
I
what
wish-
Raz was doing.
I really
I
wish
did.
that I was seeing whatever
That's
just
the thing I
happened.
did.
I really wish I will be rewatching this VOD when we quit because I have to know what that is. We're an hour 27. I must remember this.
I'm gonna have to check that.
I was
Yeah.
Because-
prepared for that.
The bad thing
God.
happened.
God, I'm so dumb.
Hmm. So you weren't prepared for
So-
the British Inquisition?
No,
Yeah, that.
there was definitely some inquisiting.
Yeah.
Where even am I? Okay.
This is the only thing to do because there was a thing here I wasn't sure of.
Man, I gotta hold my tongue because oh boy. So silly.
It's so dumb. Ah, God.
I mean, if it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen, right?
Right.
I just hope that whatever happened to Raz was good for me and bad for him.
Well,
I'm in the same boat here, but yeah.
Because this seed,
it's been rough.
this seed,
This seed's been pretty hellacious.
It's like, hey, Buttface, come and hang out. We'll watch some Zelda. It's a good time. And then what I'm seeing is a very bad time.
That time was had by all.
I mean, it's been a challenge, and I enjoy a solid challenge.
That sounds like a thing for someone who's good at video games, and I don't know if you've met me, but do I really have Labora already? Wow.
No,
okay,
no,
all
no,
right.
no. I've already died to that once.
But now you know. You've learned.
No,
You've
I
grown
What did you
almost-
learn?
I didn't learn anything. Oh God, it's even worse on this side.
I'm going to have to, like Bob.
I'm gonna have to watch it, and then when I'm
Yeah.
gonna hear Raz call time here in a minute, and we're gonna be like, after all this, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm done."
mean, I'm getting there, but I don't know if I'm as close as I think I am.
You could be.
I have a real problem, and I'm praying that it's not a miss mark.
Oh, good. All right.
I have a bad, very, very bad problem.
Bob and the no good, very bad day.
Yeah.
I guess I go. Oh, I don't have a lot of rerolls. Dang. That sucks for me.
Sucks to be you.
It really does. Heck. Okay, that's a little better.
Heck and heck.
Oh, heck.
I was having a bad time.
Heck.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, that's not at all what I want.
It's not what anybody wanted.
Nobody asked for this. Oh, fuck
Die.
off.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying to this like here.
Oh,
There we go. We're good. We've decided on a course of action. And now back to watching on the actually interesting thing rather than playing Vampire Survivors. I'm watching the hilarious comedy ensue of the
Would you say
people's
that
being
you're
lost.
watching a course of Razction?
I'm not just watching Raz. I'm watching all three of you. I got my eye on all three.
Time.
Of you guys.
Oh no, Dan!
I quit because I've mismarked. Like I can't.
I'm almost done.
Oh.
Yeah, do you know what I did,
can't.
Dan? I killed Zelda,
Dan,
and then I walked
Dan
to the
did
next
the
room,
exact-
and the trap got me.
Oh no!
Yeah,
I watched.
I had half a heart,
Yeah, y'all can have it. I've mismarked and I don't know where I've mismarked.
and I'm
What are you missing,
suspecting
Bob?
it's up in that direction.
I don't have level 7.
Raz as
Like, I don't
As
ha-
you
I mean,
were
I've been
fighting-
spending all this time looking
Level,
for level
7
7.
is in square H3. It's behind a bomb.
Then I mismarked it because I don't have H3.
It's the square that's above level 1.
There isn't the square of
there's
level
nothing
1's not
over
a bomb
there.
spot.
Yes, there is. There is a bomb spot in the
No,
square.
there's not. Level 1's.
No, I'm
level 1's
talking-
in the woods.
No, I mean vanilla level 1.
Did I not bomb that spot?
You must not have.
I have it marked off.
I suspected Dan was close, but I didn't think he was that close.
Dan was right on your tail. He
Dan said-
actually killed Ganon
Right before me.
maybe 30 seconds after you died, and
Oh,
then
God
walked into the
damn it.
next room. Walked into the next room, got hit by the exact same trap. He just
Yeah.
had a little bit more health.
That trap was deadly.
Yeah, sure was.
No, I did
Yeah.
it. I just
So I bet
mismarked
I bet the
did,
goal is
mismarked.
over here. Let's see. Always walk forward into rooms, kids. If the
I
goal is
did.
right here, I'm gonna be very sad.
I did. I mismarked.
It's one of these, right?
You never want to miss Mark. That's always a rough time.
Mark's a good guy. Why would you miss him?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I do miss him. That's the thing. He's a good guy.
Oh, I
haven't-
meant
haven't hung
miss
out in
in
a
the
while.
other way, but sure. Yeah. We all
Oh, but
miss
is-
Mark because he's a good guy.
But his aim is getting better, kind of way.
You see, it's funny because Mark is terrible.
You see, Mark is actually indeed terrible.
Why are these eggs getting farther away from
But
me?
yeah, God, what a seed.
You're telling me.
I wouldn't have thought it was that. If I had not have mismarked level 7, I really wouldn't have thought it was that bad a seed. Cause
No,
I've
it
been
hasn't
making-
been that bad.
Yeah, like I mean,
I got a really early
I've spent
ladder.
probably the last 45 minutes looking for, thinking that I needed the painstakingly
stuck.
going through in go mode, but
I also got stuck.
painstakingly looking for the power
I
bracelet
aimed the
because I
wrong
thought I
way.
needed the power bracelet. I could have finished it
Well, can't
quite
be
a
over
long
here.
time ago if I hadn't have mismarked that.
But
Oh,
you
balls.
didn't.
Mm-mm.
And this is why you always pay attention to what your tracker's doing, kids.
Oh, I was. It just,
Well,
it happens.
Fortunately, I probably
happens.
wouldn't have won if the exit wasn't immediately obvious right here. I'm assuming you like went straight to the goal after Ganon.
No.
Uh,
no.
he,
Oh,
he
you would've
had
been
a little bit of
wandering
running
around.
around. Yeah.
I might have had a chance though. I still haven't figured out where it is. So.
But no,
damn it, I'm
after
misreading
that
this. I'm
death and
misreading
where
this.
Dan was, it was kind of like
Yeah, it was pretty inevitable.
had
I
it.
think.
Yeah.
I didn't have any potion, and I wasn't looking at my health, and I was like,
I also
oh,
didn't have.
I have half a heart, and I still hit Zelda 2 more times.
I also
and I
didn't have
stun
potion,
locked her, but
but I had red ring.
oh, I don't
Potion
have
has.
that.
I've got red ring. Potion has to be behind the power
Raz,
bracelet.
you didn't even check the stairs that were in the level 8 Triforce room because that's where the red ring was.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was in a hurry.
Yeah, they were in that. They were literally in there. I went through the dungeon 3 times because I didn't check that room because I just assumed that they wouldn't be there. The stairs wouldn't be in the room.
Well, they
with
were
the
under a
Triforce.
Goma, so I was like, I'm busy. I have to get out of
Well,
here.
I remembered a Goma, and I was looking for stairs with a Goma, but I was like that. I was like, nope, it's not going to be there.
Oh man, why can't I find it?
It do be there.
Where is Ganon? I don't know.
So I've not actually watched a Zelda run with you guys before, and or maybe not since not fully paying attention, and I was not ready for Raz to be fighting Zelda.
Oh
I looked down all of a sudden, that's a big
he's
Zelda sprite. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, I
that's
can't
what
say
happens
that.
when you pick the Moblin sprite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to hold my tongue and be like, oh, I don't want to say that out loud. I know what's going on. I can read the room.
That screen full of bombs when you don't need bombs.
Isn't it ironic?
Which is funny because nothing in the song is.
Yeah. Thanks for picking it up.
Mhm.
You got it. I mean, I guess I'm
Are you
right
over
here.
here?
Might as well.
Now,
Oh no! Why? Why is this?
now,
the
waiting
rooms?
on now. If you live in Seattle and it rains and you
Oh.
explicitly got married in Death Valley to avoid the rain, and it rains on your wedding day, that's a little ironic.
That is
That's a
ironic.
little-
Yes. I
Yeah,
will grant
that's
that the
ironic. Yeah.
Oh, Raz, yeah, lots of blue Wizrobe rooms in that level 9.
I'm not a fan. Okay, I know it's not over here at least.
You're
One of the
doing
items-
Operation Be Careful pretty well, though.
Yeah, I'm throwing
I
bombs.
don't know why
at
I'm fighting this
problems.
fucking blue. I'm sitting here fighting it just in case the compass is there, but
No, your goal is to find Gammondorf.
What am I calling this?
no, the compass would go a long way.
I mean, it would, but
If this leads to the room right below it. Okay, it doesn't.
That'd be silly. Why would that be the thing that happens?
That's not helpful though.
Doesn't help anybody.
Oh no.
I'm just saying, Bob, don't give up. Raz hasn't found anything yet.
This is weird.
Womp womp.
Oh, dead.
Yeah.
You stretched that one heart for as
Where
long as it
could
could
it
go.
be?
Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the problem with level 9 is that it's really big.
Yeah.
And
really
it's
have to-
lots of stairs.
I really have to cross every room off the list here.
You just gotta.
Okay. I have a huge swath of just where I haven't been yet.
Oh, that wouldn't. I don't know why I did that. That wouldn't matter. Sorry, Chauncey. You're gonna have to sit there. You're the one that hopped down.
I could just try this, I think. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No blue Wizrobes.
Oh, I guess I didn't actually level these up. That's a problem.
God damn it.
You hate it.
So yeah, so I think I'll put the Genesis version of Pirates of Darkwater on the schedule just so we can see what the differences are.
So what was the one that you played? It was a beat 'em
Super
up or...
Nintendo.
It was a beat 'em up. Yeah, it was actually a pretty good beat 'em up. It was surprising.
And then the Genesis is more like an adventure point-and-click sort of game.
Yeah.
Okay, weird. Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them fit the property, so why not, right?
Right. Yeah, it was I think like if you spend a little bit of time in it, like it could actually be a pretty decent beat 'em up because it had some nuance to it. Like there was
Oh, by the way, Bob, the FAQs were not helpful.
at all.
Call those FAQQs.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
Oh, damn it.
It's hilarious. It is hilarious watching what is going on the screen right
Yes,
now.
it is.
I don't understand.
Well,
Yours
like
is not to
frequently
read the line,
unanswered
yours is just to
questions.
do or die.
Do and die.
Well, the death has already happened, and thank you for correcting my quote. I'm terrible at them.
That one's an easy one to mess up though, because like everybody there's is.
I've
It's
definitely
actually more
tried-
powerful with the do and die, but yeah, that's a very commonly misquoted one.
Yeah. Womp womp. Turns out I am poorly read and uncultured.
You
You know the
uncultured
quote.
swine.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Like that's
That's a good one, GBA boy. Frequently unanswered questions. Fucks.
yeah.
Oh, that's the line of the night.
That's a good one.
That is very solid.
The other one you gotta like is like those like long-standing FAQs that have been like quoted and quoted that are just factually wrong. Like
Oh yeah.
Dave from '98 just said a thing and he was wrong about it. He was completely mistaken, and it's been parroted everywhere since.
And there was a lot of that back in the day.
Oh,
too.
why? Why are you like this?
Ugh, I'm almost awake.
You know what? Fuck it.
No! I don't understand. What is... Why? Why are we...
You've got a chance, Bob.
God
Ah, I hate it!
damn it. Not really.
I hate it!
No more. You got more of a chance than you'd think.
Not with this stupid room.
Oh, hey, something actually happened that I should pick up. That would be important. What do we got? Oh, So there is an upgrade for this arrow, then. I just don't have it.
Is it a silver arrow?
No, I don't know what it is. I haven't unlocked its... I probably haven't unlocked its item or equipment counterpart. I have the weapon, but not the equipment.
Oh, is that it? Is this it? Oh, yay. Time.
Good job, Rose.
Thank God. I had never had to use 6 as a stairwell counter on the tracker before, but I had a 6.
Kind of rude.
We'll put Ganon in there. There we go.
I went literally straight to Ganon.
Yeah, Bob
I
is
just
Yeah.
just
haven't been
looking
able
for
to find
Zelda
Zelda.
right
Yeah,
now.
no, I spent like the last 30 minutes looking for Zelda.
More like the last 12 minutes, considering.
It sure felt
I've
like
been
30.
I've been over most of level 9 at this
Yeah, me
point.
too.
Calendar, so, yeah.
No,
I-
you've spent...
I gotta look at the
You-
VOD because I swear I thought I was behind most of this seed.
You and Raz were fighting Ganon at the same time, and I think when Bob said I gotta look at the time, that was like at what, hour 17? Was it hour 17 or hour 27?
Hour 27, I think.
Okay. Then yeah, Raz has only been looking for Ganon for 15 minutes.
No, I found Ganon pretty quickly, but
No, you found
Oh,
Zelda,
Zelda.
pretty quickly.
It felt like forever. Oh my god. I was like, wow, I'm gonna finish very quickly, and then no.
That was a long seed. That took a minute. Bob has decided that it is time to just take enemies to the face.
There's no other way to do that.
I had no potion, so I was doing
not
it
that
too.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's literally no way to do that fight. I mean, it's just none of us had potion because it was locked behind the power bracelet, which is either in level 7 or.
It could also be behind the other raft spot. I didn't check
Okay.
that.
I checked both of them.
Oh.
It's not.
Yeah, I figure on Bob's long journey to try and find things, he's checked everywhere on the overworld.
Oh yeah, I've done the entire overworld. It's in one of those spots. It's the only place it can be. This probably means I got a stairs. No, I can. There's still room.
I've got 6 minutes left on my Vampire Survivalo run. Which is just me sitting here.
What is the point of that?
walking
Just
these
is it just that you go until you go in? Like I'm not really understanding. Like, can it only go a certain amount of time? And then,
Yeah,
like,
at 30 minutes there is an instant death, like a death touch enemy that spawns, and
Yeah.
you
so
can
you just survive as the goal is just to survive as long as you can.
Yep, it's to survive to 30 minutes, and I mean like do the different challenges. The whole progression of the game is like it's got something like 200 different unlocks that get to this level, get to this time, have these specific items, go and find this in this level.
It's
and
like
as it goes on.
it's sort of analogous to Risk of Rain.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
It gives me the Risk of Rain
Roguelike-ish.
breaking run feels, without actually requiring 4 hours of time to set out to break a run. It's a breaking run every 30 minutes.
I can't wait for Risk of
I must have
Rain
just been
Remastered.
genuinely bad at the game because I could
Yeah, me
never
too.
like I could never get through a run and like everybody be like, well, it's not that hard. I'm like, yeah, but y'all got y'all farmed for these particular relics or whatever, and there it is. Damn it.
I'm excited for Risk of Rain Redux.
That's time.
Like just
Good job,
an
Bob.
actual working version of that game.
I
is
still
going
want to
be
kind of try to
beautiful.
go back to it again now that I've got like a different controller than what I was using.
Don't-
Yeah, like I never got I tried using the other classes other than like soldier or whatever, and I couldn't begin to use them. Like I just
Man, there is no class better than Chef.
I
Yeah.
don't.
You
I
want
just
the ding. The
I get
ding.
the
I live for the
clamps.
ding.
I was trying not to look stuff up, and I think what I'd have to do is look up certain relics that just make the game easier, and then like do it that way, because like everybody I was watching that was doing it were using things I didn't have, and I'm like, and I admit I think I'm just not good at the game.
Yeah, the game gets more enjoyable when you have glass on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of the big one is just because like everything was so tanky, and I'm
Yeah.
like I can't do damage. I'm like, how are you supposed to do this? Heat Man, I didn't even listen to the music.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good Heat Man, I think.
I played it once.
8
on
deaths
accident.
with 2 up A's. I did 2 up A's just because I was gonna have to sit there and get killed anyway, so I used them on the. Yeah, it's nothing but Blue Wiz Road gangbang rooms. Yep, that's it. They were having their fetishistic nightmare of a dungeon. Yep, it's a Blue Wiz Road sex dungeon. That's what it was.
Anyway, thank you guys. It was a good game. Fun was had all around.
Yes.
Make sure to come back on Saturday night where we're going to do Final Fantasy 1 Rando. We're going to do 2 teams. It's going to be co-op action. I haven't hosted one of those in a long time, and I am looking for. I'll have a nice day at the beach. I'll come back home. I'll have Final Fantasy 1 Rando. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. This is Co-op Percent. If you've never seen it, Co-op Percent's a really interesting dynamic. So it's
I'll
if you're
have to
interested
check
in
with
Final
Bob while I'm at
Fantasy, it's
work.
one you want to come and see.
Yep. Until then, see you next time.
Good night, everybody.
I gotta go.
So
press
what
the
were you
button on
dying
my-
laughing about?